Hi boys and girls, it's day 4 of our counting book that we're working on. And if you remember last time, we ended up doing all 6 that were on our dice. Remember, the dice has numbers 1 through 6 on it. So now we're ready for more numbers. How would be a good way to do that? Well, the way I'm thinking of is to have 2 dice. And then we have to count the numbers up and see what we get. So let's try it, because we're trying to get, we've already done, as you can see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So now we're ready for 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. We have a lot more numbers to do, but we are going to need 2 dice. So let's roll 2 and see what we get. All right, let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, and let's just keep counting. 5, 6, 7. So we're ready for 7. And as you can see, we have not done 7 yet. So 7 is a perfect place for us to start. All right, so let's look at number 7. Let's see, what shall we count for 7? How about the checkers? Remember, I told you I had some checkers. Let's see if I have 7 checkers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 1 extra. I'll put this one away. Let's check and make sure I got it right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We did it. We got 7 checkers. Okay, so now before we draw our checkers, let's scoot them back over, because I want to do the writing first. I always like to do the writing before we start drawing things. So 7 has a poem also. Are you ready to hear it? Across the sky and down from heaven, that's the way to make a 7. Remember, heaven is like up in the sky. So let's start right here. Across the sky and down from heaven, that's the way to make a 7. Say it with me. Across the sky and down from heaven, that's the way to make a 7. Across the sky and down from heaven, that's the way to make a 7. Across the sky and down from heaven, that's the way to make a 7. And I think we'll do one more. Across the sky and down from heaven, that's the way to make a 7. So there we go. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sevens. So that's perfect. All right, so now we're going to draw our checkers. I started to say dominoes. We did dominoes another time, didn't we? Let's see if I can do every other one, like a pattern. Remember how we do pattern? Well, if I start with black, I think I can do it. Let's see. See how our pattern looks. Black, red, black, red, black, red, black. So not only are we counting, we're making a pattern today. How about that? A little extra bonus. All right, so what colors am I going to use for checkers? It looks like I should use black. There's my blacks. And red, if I can find a red. Some of these reds are actually like a different shade of red. Here we go. Here's our red. All right, so I'm going to start by making my pattern just like the one I have arranged on the paper. So I'm going to start with the black, and remember, these are just little circles. We've done a lot of circles, haven't we? Circles are nice and easy, and we use circles even when we're writing, when we're writing letters and numbers, and also drawings. So let's just start. I'm going to make mine a little smaller because I don't want to run out of room. I'm just going to draw them first, make sure I have enough room, and then I'll go back and color. So it's black, red, black, red. What's next? Black, red, and black. Let's make sure we have 7 before we go any further. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Good. So now let's go back and color. 1. And again, we try to do our best, but if we make a little mistake, it's not a big deal. I'm going to go ahead and color all the black since I have black in my hand right now. And I already made my pattern, so I know I won't make a mistake. I'm only going to color black in the black circles, right? That makes it easy. And one more. Okay, there we go. Now I'm ready for my reds. Here we go. Circles are easy to color in because you just kind of draw circles. Circles inside circles, right? That's one way to do it. Or you can do slanty lines too. I like slanty lines. Also some of my favorites. All right, how did we do? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And let's scoot these off. And let's remind ourselves of our poem. Across the sky and down from heaven. So it's like across and slant. Across and slant. Across and slant. Across and slant. Okay? And that's our 7s. All right. Let's move on to another number. So our next number, we don't know yet. I'll move this one out of the way and get my other paper up here. I've put my paper on a cardboard so that it wouldn't slide around too much. So now we have to roll our dice again and see what we're going to get. We had 7. That was great. So let's roll the dice and see what we're going to get next. Whoops. Whoa! What did we get? Let's count them and see. I'll use my crayon to count with. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We did 12. Oh my goodness. Well, at least that's the hardest one, so we'll get that one out of the way. So when we write a 12, we're not going to count first. We're going to practice the writing first. 12 is actually made up of 2 numbers, a 1 and a 2. Okay, a 1 and a 2. So remember how to make our 1. Straight line down is fun. That's the way to make a 1. And remember the 2? Around and back on a railroad track. And that is 12. So now we need to leave a little space between so we don't run into each other. Straight line down is fun. That's the way to make a 1. Around and back on a railroad track. 2, 2, 2. 1 and 2 together is 12. Alrighty, we'll do a couple more. Straight line down is fun. That's the way to make a 1. Around and back on a railroad track. 2, 2, 2. So we have a 12 here, a 12 here, a 12 here. And we'll do one more. Straight line down is fun. That's the way to make a 1. Around and back on a railroad track. And a line under it. Okay, so we practiced our 12s. Great job. Now let's decide what we want to count. Let's see, I'm going to put my my checkers away. We'll keep our 12 right here. And let's see, we have other things. Since there's so many, why don't we use something a little smaller, which is the paper clips. The paper clips. Come on, lid. There you go. 12 paper clips. Are you ready? Let's see if we can count out 12. These are cool because they're such pretty colors. Ready? Let's see if I can find 12. 1, 2. I'm going to sort them out in color as we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Looks like there's blue, green, and pink. I'm going to get some more pink and green here. 6, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's see, I'm going to try to find I don't think I have too many greens here. I better find some more green. I like the green. There we go. Green and green. Let's see if I can get 4 of each one and see if that'll work. Let's see. Let's count them and see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. We have 3 groups. Isn't that cool? Because we can do them like the color groups. So it's kind of called a sort. It's called a sort when we put things together that are alike or similar. It's called a sort. So this way, when we get ready to draw, we'll make them into kind of like groups. All right, I'm getting my things arranged here. And whatever you're using, it doesn't matter what you're using. Remember, you might be using Cheerios or macaronis or popcorns or rice, anything that you have in your home that you could count, or some sort of toys. But when you do 12, you're going to have to do something kind of small, right? Right. So let's count again and make sure we have exactly 12. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, so we're going to draw our, I can find my colors here. This looks like pink. Oh, that's orange. I thought I had a pink. I'm going to end up using my red because it's kind of like a pink. So there's my pink, I'm going to call it. Next is my blue, which is really kind of turquoise. You know, sometimes it's hard on these crayons to find the colors that you want. That was black, because that's what I did for my, oh, here's my turquoise, and then my green. Okay, got it. There's my colors. I'm all ready now. I'm going to put those to the side till I get ready. So in order to draw a paper clip, it's kind of a funny shape. You can look at it and see. It's kind of, it's curvy on the ends, and then it kind of curves inside of itself again. So we'll just try. If yours don't look perfect, guess what? Mine won't either, I promise. All right, so let's try this. So it's gonna go down and up and back down. See what I did? It almost looked like a little bean. It's okay if it looks like a bean, right? Down, up, and down inside. And then it curves up again, I think. That's what I forgot to do. Down, up, and down inside. Down, up, and down inside. They do look kind of like beans, don't they? I love it. We could call them beans or we can call them paper clips. Down, up, and down inside. Oh, that one's a little better. Down, up, and down inside. Down, up, and down inside. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Now my green. Ready? Down, up, and down inside. Down, up, and down inside. Oh, I'm about out of paper. Yikes! Down, up, and down inside. I have to come back and do one over here because I want to be sure to get 12. Let's count and make sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We're good. We have 12, even though we got a little bit squished up back here. Okay, do these look exactly like paper clips? Of course not. And what does Pete the Cat say? It's all good. So now we have 2 new pages to add to our counting book. Got it? All right. I'll see you again soon. Actually, you won't see me, but I see you. It's easier for me to do this just by showing you, okay? All right. Bye for now.